All right, Yahweh Shemiah Shabbarakatham. Shalom to the brother that's across the four corners of the earth, pushing his words to say it in truth. I shall come to you again with this truth, man. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well as well. I'd just get into a quick little chapter. It should be short, sweet, to the point. Isaiah 47, we'll take it from the top. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." Now, it's mentioned as a virgin, but it's also mentioned as a whore. Now, the reason it's mentioned as a whore, you could say pursuant to Revelation, is because you got many different people that have come here seeking, you could say, a prosperous lifestyle. They come here, get rich, and then whenever shit hit the fan, like the scriptures say, they flee back home. So that's like what you do with a whore. You a user, and you, basically what you get, you can say a rocks off and get what your point of using her for, and then you do away with her. So that's why the scriptures call it a whore, but it's also called a virgin, as I just read, because America's never been touched. You know what I'm saying? Military wise, her cherry has not been popped. Okay, and the Lord is going to do so because He said that was His vengeance. So verse 2, "Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers." Verse 3, "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, I will not meet thee as a man." So going back to verse 2 with this, because the scripture just kind of broke down itself. He said, "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered." That's basically what verse 2 was going into. Her shame, her wickedness will get uncovered. Prime example, a lot of things that Babylon, or you could say these Edomites, were getting away with. You could say lynching Jakes, and you know what I'm saying, they go missing, and they torturing them and doing all types of wickedness and shit like that. You know what I'm saying, by way of the unicorn being the internet, as well as the you can say like YouTube and people recording things. You know what I'm saying, it's kind of like uncovering their wickedness to a degree. You know what I'm saying, like it's mentioned in Psalms, he got the tongue falling upon themselves. You know what I'm saying? They come out with this great technology and these great cameras, and now, you know, these cameras are being used to show, you could say, police brutality, shit like that. So their nakedness is being seen, and the Lord putting the truth back in the earth to wake people up to see who the true enemy is. All right? Our natural born enemy being Esau. Verse 4, "As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel." That's Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, okay? It says, "Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance, and given them into thine hand. Thou didst shew them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke." So the Lord, you know what I'm saying, as He is mentioned a couple times throughout the scriptures, that He showed us His back and not His face. Okay? Because we went off, and that's why He said He polluted His inheritance, and He gave us into their hands. But He said they shewed us no mercy. All right? And that's exactly what it was. You know what I'm saying? They doing things that were profane, like buck breaking. I ain't gonna go into the detail on that too much, but it's homosexual shit. You know what I'm saying? And all other kind of manners of wickedness that's not even, you know what I'm saying, lawful. So, yeah, man, they went and far above and beyond. You know what I'm saying? Well, you could say our captivity was supposed to be like. That's why they ruled over us with rigor. And that's why the Lord gonna deliver us out of their hands, man. And he gonna be, you could say, exalted because of that. So verse 7, it says, "And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it." All right, so they as it's mentioned in Psalms as well, I'm just gonna roughly paraphrase it, that, you know what I'm saying, they believe that, how you say it, they believe that day's gonna go on forever, basically. You know what I'm saying? They named the land after their own names and shit. Roughly paraphrasing that scripture. Salakia, you know, I don't know it off the dome, but just trying to speak on it a bit, you know what I'm saying? They said they neither laid these things to thy heart. They said they're gonna be a lady forever. All right, so they're gonna be fair and sumptuously forever, gonna be ruling over us forever. That's in their mindset, what they believe. So it says, verse 8, therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else besides me. All right, now as mentioned in Exodus, 3 and 14 through 15 about the Lord's name. How it said I am in 14, but like it's mentioned in verse 15, that's where you get the name Yahweh from. That's the Most High. So like Esau tried to do, as is mentioned all throughout Obadiah, especially 1 verse 3, how they they set they heart upon the or you can say they nest upon the stars and whatnot, and they try to be on high looking down, feeling as if they are the Most High. They try to have weather modifications such as HARP programs, and they basically try to fulfill that role of thinking that they are the Most High. That's why I said they says in thine heart, I am, and none else besides me. Okay? It says, I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to thee in one moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. Okay? So, you got Babylon, they'll go overseas, and they'll be in the army in some other country, and they, trying to bring all they little, what you call them, army veterans and soldiers back home and shit like that. But like the scripture said, they gonna know loss of children. All right, so they gonna be a lot of them, really all of them gonna be destroyed. Everybody that come up against the Lord, like it's saying Isaiah 13 and 15. You know what I'm saying? Those that joint to him, they gonna be thrust through. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Verse 10, it says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, and that's trusting in arm's flesh. All right. It says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else besides me. Okay. So once again, just reiterating that statement. It says, therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee. So like I said, they ain't gonna know from whence it riseth. That great terror gonna fall upon them. World War III gonna kick off, and Russia not playing with their ass, man. Russia really, it's gonna come a time where they really gonna be serious about it, and they just gonna hit that button. And when that time comes, they ain't gonna be able to draw back. Like the scripture just said, it says, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Okay? So this place is going to be made utterly desolate, and the only creatures that's going to dwell here are desert-like creatures. Okay? So it says, verse 12, stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries. Going into witchcraft, it says, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so, be thou shalt be able to profit. If so, be thou mayest prevail. So the Lord is basically like saying, call upon the familiar spirits that you've been dealing with, if they can save you in these latter days. It says, thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm it, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter, none shall save thee. So that's just a future prophecy once again that we actually nearing. You know what I'm saying? We see World War III on the brink. You got Trump in here. I believe I seen something like he been there for 2 weeks now, and he already done signed 17 executive orders. Okay, so man, these devils is turning up, and we got to do the same. So I'm just throwing it out there. It's one more nice little precept that I had. Lord willing, I can find it. I know it's in Sirach, and they got to do some with the word wall. If it be how about Shem Yahushua will, I'll find it right quick. It got to do with them, like I said, I just read in Isaiah 47 about them. They feel like nobody could see them. You know what I'm saying? They do all kind of manner of wickedness and all kind of, you could say, lewd and vile acts. And they feel like they behind closed doors and nobody could see them. Okay? So here it go. It says, Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 23:18. A man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness. The walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins. Okay? So that's Esau's, you know what I'm saying, pride, man. Hey, I made mention of it, but I gotta get it right quick. I'll probably close out on this. Obadiah 1 verse 3. It says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. And that's, we know as Esau, the cave dwellers. It says, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Because oftentimes when the buildings were built in the days of old, there would be no taller than 3 stories. That way you can escape if need be. All right. Now let a 9/11 attack go on, and you know what I'm saying, you're 110 stories in the sky. You know what I'm saying, that's instant death. So just throwing it out there, you know what I'm saying, they feel like because they can look down upon everybody, they feel like they better than everybody. That's the pride. That's why I said the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. So all in all, man, Esau gonna be stubble, as is mentioned in Obadiah 1:18. I get it right quick. It says, and the house of Jacob shall be, what is it, flame? No, Salaki. It says, the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. For Yahweh Shem Yahushua hath spoken it. So that's straight up. That's a straight cut in the Old Testament of future prophecy for you people that don't believe that or think the Old Testament is done away with and shit like that, man. So yeah, hope you guys been edified. You know what I'm saying? Just probably be a quick little video. And till next time, once again, hold fast that which is good. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatham and Shalom.